Good morning, everyone. Let me briefly introduce myself. I am Mamta Das from National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli from India. Now let's get started. What I am going to talk about today is a comparative study on TF-IDF feature weighting method and its analysis using unstructured dataset. Now, my presentation is divided into some parts. I will start with introduction and some related work on TF-IDF feature weighting method. Then I will discuss about our proposed methodology. After that, I will talk about dataset and data preprocessing techniques that we have used in our method. Then I will discuss about feature extraction, that is Ngram and TF-IDF and performance parameter. At the end of the presentation, we will look at some table and figure for the result. And obviously, I will mention some future direction of our work. Coming to the introductory part, nowadays we know that the scientists and researchers are dealing with a huge volume of data, and there has been a considerable rise in social media giants such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and IMDb movie review platform, thus proving them to be a massive amount of big data. Now we must use various techniques for data mining for finding these potential useful patterns from this used data before we can extract necessary information from that. Now, sentiment analysis is the automatic solution for the process of retrieving or reviewing the reviews by the customers from the huge volume of available information. Now, the motivation behind this research work is investigate the performance of different feature weighting algorithm based on the Ngram and TF-IDF numerical statistics. Now, coming to the some related work, we have done some survey on this, like Azang and Tao Yang proposed features word weighting, which is used in unstructured data classification of data. And we know that the researchers on the sentiment analysis has been increasing tremendously for the last 15 years due to the wide range of social and business application. And here we can see that the Avinash Tripathi, Ankit Agarwal, and Shantanu Kumar also proposed some deep learning algorithms, and they are presented for the classification of movie reviews of IMDb dataset using Ngram techniques. They also use some combinations like unigram or bigram, or combination of unigram and bigram, unigram and bigram and trigram, like this. And here we can see that the Bemwag also proposed a research and on TF-IDF method to rank keywords of the top 20 most followed Instagram user based on the image caption of Instagram. They also proposed a application of TF-IDF has beautifully been presented in the terms of comments mining. Here we have also include some related work, like they proposed an effect of pre-processing techniques on sentiment analysis of the Twitter data. This Aditya Vikrant and Srikant Lakshmi also proposed a Ngram based DFIDF approach to detect hate speech and offensive language on the social media like Twitter. And also, so numbers based research has been done on feature retaining method and for detecting sentiment from the text. Still, there is a large scope of refinement of this existing sentiment analysis models. The performance of the existing approach can be further improved by including more, say, semantic information. Now, this is our proposed methodology, and this flowchart is a picture of a separate steps of a process in sequential order. If we look at this methodology, we can see that first we have collected our data, and after uh, mm, after that we have done some data pre-processing. We extract features, then we have split the data into the training and test data set, and we have used different classifier to evaluate the model, and finally performance metric are used to measure the behavior and performance of our methodology. Now coming to the next slide, this this slide containing the data set. To evaluate the performance of a proposed method, we used one of the most popular publicly available movie review dataset. This standard dataset is known as the IMDb movie review dataset, and this is proposed by the Andrew Raymond, Peter Den, and Christopher. and it is consist of 50,000 reviews and which contain 25,000 reviews labeled as positive and 25,000 review labeled as negative. It is one of the standard benchmark datasets used for the sentiment analysis on movie reviews. And we also uh, conducted experiments using the Amazon Alexa users review dataset. The Amazon Alexa user review dataset contains 3,000 reviews labeled with positive and negative data. 1,500 reviews labeled as positive and others labeled as a negative. And this is also benchmark dataset for the sentiment analysis. Now, coming to the feature extraction. uh, we have used two feature extraction method, that is one is ngram and another one is TF-IDF. In supervised machine learning algorithm, ngrams are used as a method of feature extraction selections. These are the contiguous sequence of n tokens from the given text or speech. Value of n can be 1 for unigram, 2 for bigram, and 3 for trigram, and so on. And let's think over the sentence research is creating new knowledge. If we consider n equal to 2, then it's like research is creating new and new knowledge. Coming to the next feature extraction, that is TF-IDF. And TF-IDF is a statistical model to evaluate the significance of words in a document full, and it may be calculated by multiplying two metrics, that is term frequency matrix, which is two-dimensional matrix, and IDF, which is one-dimensional matrix. And we know that the TF-IDF is a good way to change the form of textual expression of information to a vector space model. Now, later, for example, suppose there is a document that contains 100 words, and out of this 100 words, research word appears 5 times, and then the term frequency will be 5 divided by 100, that is the 0.05. And to know the IDF, that is IDF, we can take this example, like suppose there are 40,000 documents, and out of this only 400 documents contain the research word, then IDF of research is 40,000 divided by 400, that is 100. And TF-IDF research will be the 0.05 into 100, that is equal to 5. Now, this slide defines the equation of TF-IDF. Here you can see that TF-IDF equal to term frequency multiply inverse document frequency, where there are some terminologies like T equals to term, that is word, and D equals to document, that is set of words, and N, that is count of corpus, and corpus means the total document set. So the term frequency equation of this term frequency will be like TF T comma D equal to count of T in D divided by number of words in D. And inverse document frequency will be like IDF of T equal to N by DF. Coming to the data preprocessing technique, this data processing is an important issue while processing a raw data set. In this step, we transform or encoded data so the machine can easily parse it. We have gone through some steps for the purpose of the data preprocessing. So why this data preprocessing is required? We know that the real world data is generally incomplete, inconsistent, and noisy. Incomplete, nothing but a certain attributes or values or both missing in our data set. So this is called it is called the incomplete of data. So inconsistent means the data contains differences in codes or names, etc., and noisy means data contains errors or outliers. Now we have mentioned here 7 steps of data preprocessing technique. That is, first one is missing values, then tokenization, normalization, steaming, lemmatization, removing stop words, and noise removal. So coming to the missing values preprocessing technique, and we know that the missing values are the common incident in the data set, and we have a different scheme for the handling them, like ignore the records with missing values, replace them with a global constant, that is like question marks, fill in the missing values manually based on our domain knowledge, or replace with the some variable. But in our case here, we have eliminated rows with a missing data. Now coming to the tokenization, tokenization is a step where chunks of text can be split into sentence, or sentence can be broken into words. For example, where we can consider a sentence like he who doesn't research has nothing to teach. So after tokenization, it will like he who does not research has nothing to teach. These all words are is one token like this. Each one is one token. Now coming to the normalization part, and in data pre-processing, normalization is a highly overlooked step where the text is transformed into a canonical form. So there are series of tasks performed to achieve the normalization, like converting all the text into the either lower or uppercase, or removing punctuation, converting numbers to their equivalent words like this. So let's take a like example like before and after normalization. Here we have included before, after the normalization it is like before, this smiley symbols after the normalization, this smile, and tomorrow is after the normalization is tomorrow. So now coming to the streaming is used to change the different tense of words to their base form by eliminating the affixes. Affixes is nothing but infix, suffix, and prefixes like that. And let's take example like this: studies, studied, and studying and studied is converted into the study. Connect, connected, connection, connections, connects are converted into the connect. Now coming to the lemmatization, and this lemmatization is an important aspect of natural language processing, which is used to remove inflection and map a word to its base or dictionary form. um, Here is an example like goes and geese into converted into goes. Now the removing stop words, and we know that the stop words are the commonly used words in the English language, which are filtered out before or after the processing of natural language data. Some of these stop words are the, a, are, but, how, and what, or etc. like this. Now why do we need this remove stop words? Because for mucus because we can give more focus into the those words which define the meaning of the text. Now coming to the last part of the data pre-processing, that is noise removal parts. And this is a real we know that the real world data is generally a noisy, incomplete, and inconsistent due to the faults in data collection, or maybe for the data transmission errors, or error during the data entry. So we have to remove a specific row that has null values for a particular column or a feature. Okay, so why is noise removal required? Because we might get an inaccurate and faulty calculation, or least to be decreased and accuracy. Now coming to the next slide, this slide includes the performance parameter. In our research, the key realization is that not on all correct or incorrect matches hold equal value. A single metric will not tell the whole evaluation of classification. So we have used accuracy, recall, precision, and F1 score as a performance metric that are discussed in the next section. Also here we have we discussed accuracy and precision. In our performance, we got the maximum accuracy, that is 93.81 in Amazon Alexa review data set in case of TF-IDF feature extraction method, and minimum value is 52.50, that is also in case of Amazon Alexa review data set of TF-IDF approach. And we got the maximum precision, that is 94.20 in Amazon Alexa reviews in TF-IDF, and minimum is 52.39. So first let's discuss what is accuracy. And we know that the accuracy is the most common performance metric in our performance measure, and it is the fraction of correctly predicted observation to the total predicted observation. If we have high accuracy or near to high, then we can say our model is best. So here is the equation of accuracy, that is total number of correct prediction divided by total number of prediction. And this is the precision, and in simple words, so we can say that precision may be the thought of as a measure of classified exactness, and it is the rate of correctly predicted positive instances to the total predicted positive instances. So we can write in the precision equation like this: relevant document intersection of retrieved document divided by retrieved document. And a low precision value can indicate many false positives. So precision can be defined in like this. Now coming to the recall and F1 score. Here we know that the recall may be a thought of a measure of classifier's completeness, which gives us the proportion of actual positive which is identified correctly by the predicted classifier. And here it is the ratio of we can see that the relevant instances divided by the total amount of instances. Yeah, and if one is scored nothing but a the weighted average of both recall and precision. So this is equation is like that, that is 2 multiply of precision into recall divided by precision plus recall. Now we can see here that the maximum recall is 93.81 in Amazon Alexa reviews dataset in TF-IDF, and the minimum was 56.52, therefore 52 in case of IMDb dataset of n-gram feature extraction method. And we got the maximum F1 score value, that is 91.99 in case of Amazon Alexa review dataset in TF-IDF feature extraction method. And we got minimum F1 score in case of n-gram feature rating method in IMDb dataset, that is 55.74. Now coming to the next slide. This table, as I told now in this paper, that we consider two feature in grams with a value of n equals to 2, and TF-IDF on the IMDb movie reviews and Amazon Alexa review dataset for sentiment analysis. And this table shows the output of 4 performance parameters, that is accuracy, precision, recall, and if measure. And we have included the classifier like multinomial, NB, SVM, K-neighbors, logistic regression, recent tree, and random forest. So here we can see that the SCAN logistic regression is performing better among all the classifiers in grams features. And here in IMDb dataset and Amazon Alexa all logistic regression is uh, performing better now, better. And also random forest for one for precision. Okay, so now coming to the next slide. This is the performance classification using the TF-IDF method. Last one is the n-gram method. Okay, so here we have also includes the performance parameter, that is accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score, and all other classifier which I've already used in the previous table. So here we can see that the SVM and random forest are performing better among all the classifier. Now we can see SVM, and here that is the random forest. So as it can be seen from the both table, that the TF-IDF got the maximum accuracy, that is 93.81, uh, precision 94.20, and 93.81 and 91.99. Here we can see this value, and this table shows these values. Now these figures find out which features are performing better as compared to the other. These both features is comparing the all the classifiers in the defined data set, and two different feature weighting method. Now this slide shows some future research direction, like in future clustering techniques may be used to improve our current research result. One such clustering technique is k-means algorithm. We have planned for another experiment of TF-IDF with temporal k-means algorithm, and to improve the classification performance. And an alternative of IDF is inverse gravity movement, that may be used for tram weighting in the next classifications. Researchers have paid a lot of effort to discover the mathematical model of IgM, and our next motivation may be the study the mathematical model of IgM and compare the performance of improved TF-IDF with the TGM. Now these are all the references which I have included here, and also in my manuscript also. So this all about this all about from me. Thank you.